Now entering Randy Rice, Grand Marshal of this commencement exercise.
Now entering are the President of State Technical College of Missouri, Dr. Sean Strong and his party, Mr. John Kleba, State Tech Board of Regents President, Mr. Ed Frederick, State Tech Board of Regents member, Mr. Rusty Dutton, Commencement Speaker, Dr. Chris Bowser, Vice President of Student Affairs, Ms. Angie Gaines, Vice President of Academic Affairs, Ms. Jenny Jacobs, Vice President of Finance, Ms. Shannon Gruss, Vice President of Advancement, Ms. Amy Ames, Chief of Staff, Mr. Ben Bearhorst, Dean of Technology, Mr. Chris Minks, Dean of Technology, Mr. Ken Thompson, Dean of Professional Studies, Dr. Mary Lou D'Allegro, Dean of Curriculum and Instruction, and Ms. Becky Whithouse, Registrar. Good afternoon and welcome to the 2022 State Technical College of Missouri Commencement Exercise. I'm Randall Rice, Science Department Chair, Science Instructor, Faculty Senate President, and Grand Marshal for today's ceremonies. From the Division of Professional Studies, now entering are the Assistant Marshal for Communication and Social Science, Jeremy Goss. The Assistant Marshal for Mathematics, Brian Barron. Instructors, Lyndall Cooper and Donna Frazier. Now entering are the Associate of Applied Science degree candidates in Computer Application Development, escorted by the Assistant Marshal, Tom Markway, Instructor, Abby Bearhorst. Now entering are the Associate of Applied Science degree candidates in Business Administration, escorted by Assistant Marshal Sheila Lingert. Now entering are the Associate of Applied Science degree candidates in Networking Systems Technology, escorted by Assistant Marshal Sean Bearhorse. Now entering are the certificate candidates in Dental Assisting Technology, escorted by Assistant Marshal Cassidy Bax and Instructor Rebecca Eisterholt. Now entering are the Associate of Applied Science degree candidates in Medical Radiologic Technology, escorted by Assistant Marshal Melissa Hart and Instructor Vicki Johnson. Now entering are the Associate of Applied Science degree candidates in Nursing, escorted by Assistant Marshal Courtney Brandt and Instructors Corey White and Jana Holtzman. Now entering are the certificate candidates in Practical Nursing Technology, escorted by Assistant Marshal Simone Perigo and Instructors Dr. Linda Claycomb and Kelly Royston. Now entering are the Associate of Applied Science degree candidates in Physical Therapist Assistant, escorted by Assistant Marshal K.D. Berry and Instructors Tony Brennicky and Kathy Vitella. From the Division of Technology, now entering are the certificate candidates in Heavy Equipment Operations, escorted by Assistant Marshal Bernie Neuner. Please remain standing for the national anthem. Please face the flag on the screen. Gentlemen, please remove your caps. Please be seated. President of the college, Dr. Sean Strong, will now provide some welcoming remarks.
On behalf of the Board of Regents, faculty, and staff of the State Technical College of Missouri, I welcome you to the commencement exercise. Today we will recognize a record 747 students at 3 graduation ceremonies. I think I speak for the rest of the faculty, administration, and staff when I say this is one of our favorite events of the year. I'm very proud of the State Tech faculty and staff that are seated in front of the stage. They made the best out of challenging situations the last 2 years during COVID-19. State Tech did not miss an in-person graduation because of COVID, did not put a class online because of COVID, and did not have a mask mandate in place this entire year. Our approach to dealing with the pandemic was very different than most of higher education. That said, much of this graduating class and the faculty and staff had to bear the worst of the pandemic last year. I and the board are grateful for all they have done to enable this graduation. Will the faculty and staff please rise and be recognized? Thank you. You wouldn't be here today without your parents and family. I know they have made sacrifices that we will never fully appreciate to get you to this point. I hope the graduates will take a minute and thank you at some point today. I would like to thank you now for all of you done for your soon-to-be State Tech graduate. Will the graduates please rise and turn to recognize the parents and families of the graduates? Thank you. But even with your parents' advice, the support of your friends, and the State Tech faculty and staff, today would not be possible without you taking ownership for your education and making the commitment to get to this point. We know you came to the best college in the country to get a hands-on education. We're very proud of the way you responded to adversity. It will serve you well later in life. It is our experiences that shape us. You will look back at your time at State Tech as a defining moment in your life. We are proud of you. We know you have prepared you for your next challenge. For today, enjoy the moment. You will soon be a graduate from the best two-year college in the country. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Strong. I am Jenny Jacobs, Vice President of Finance, and I have the pleasure of introducing today's speaker, Mr. Rusty Dutton. He graduated from Centralia High School in 1996. He graduated from State Tech's Heavy Equipment Operations program in 1997, then started his career. Rusty has been in the construction industry for almost 25 years. He worked primarily in heavy highway construction and was led to his current role as manager of capital hauling by taking on multiple roles ranging from work in the field to work in the office. He serves on the Centralia R6 Board of Education, Central Missouri Political Action Committee for the Builders Association, and the Emerging Leaders Committee for the Missouri Asphalt Pavement Association. He's a Kiwanis member, but most importantly, he's a husband and a father. He and his wife, Jessica, have been married for 21 fantastic years. They are parents to Tanner, a junior in high school, and Raleigh, a 7th grader. He and his family reside on their farm in Audrain County and are members of the Parkview Christian Church. Outside of work and other commitments, you will likely find him at his children's sporting events or working to improve his farm, unless it's turkey or deer season, and then he's hunting. He also enjoys spending time with his 2 Labrador retrievers, Waylon and Willie, who love riding shotgun in their Ranger. I know you're going to enjoy his message. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Rusty Dutton.
Good afternoon. Graduates, family, administration, faculty, and staff. What a great day we're celebrating here, and it's a privilege to be with you. I would like to thank Dr. Strong and the whole State Tech institution for this invitation, and a special thank you to Miss Ashley Anderson. Miss Ashley's been wonderful to work with, a pleasure, and very encouraging, to be honest. If she had any tips for speaking to a crowd of this size, she didn't pass those to me. Some of you may have read a press release about me. Some are likely thinking, who is this guy? What's his story? Why is he here? And others are already to the point, when will he be done? My name is Russell Dutton. It's Rusty or RD most of the time. In reality, I'm just a normal guy. I'm a dude, and I'm not special in any stretch of the imagination. I graduated here in 1997 from the Heavy Equipment program and have worked in construction ever since. I could provide more details about myself and my journey, but quite honestly, my proudest achievements were in the intro provided by Ms. Jacobs, and I believe that tells you who I am. I will say the facilities here are extremely different compared to the time I spent on campus. You've likely heard of the stories, the Quonset hut classrooms, what campus looked like prior to an airstrip, and back in the day, we parked on rock, not these fancy asphalt parking lots. I'm not sure what the student lounge looks like currently, but in 96, 97, you could get pancakes, a Mountain Dew, shoot pool, and that was all before class in the morning. That was pretty neat. When asked to speak here today, some suggestions were provided. Why did you choose State Tech? Your experience while attending. What skills did you gain, and any advice you may have? I feel these topics are unique to everyone. We all take away our own experiences and draw our own conclusions, and I just could not get those thoughts to flow. So I went a slightly different direction. I would like everyone in attendance today, not just the graduates, to think about influence for a moment. Who influenced you in your life? What did that look and feel like? And are you applying those influences? I'm not talking TikTok, Instagram, or Twitter, the true influences in life. Let me share. My grandfather, maybe you can relate, maybe you can't. This was a big guy. He was a man's man. He was a plant superintendent at AP Green in Mexico. Everything has its place, and every place has its thing. You wore a shirt at the table, period, and you did not wear a hat in a public building. Finally, you never pull a push mower. He had sayings like, you know, the ones that make you think. I'll give you $1 worth of nickel knots, son. That's when I was younger. Your mother and my wife. Wait a minute, you're my grandpa. And then my favorite, now then. Isn't that a contradiction? These sayings had a unique way of drawing you into the conversation and getting you to pay attention. Once, of course, you were done trying to figure out the meaning of the original statement. He also lived by two things that stuck out to me. Accountability, number one. If he said it, he did it. There was no backing up. And he was consistent. You got the same man every day. Guess what? In our home, you wear a shirt to the table. You better not wear a hat in the building on purpose. Everything has its place, and you don't pull a push mower. You can actually tell by looking at the grass. Talk about having an influence. Now, I'd also introduce a coworker of mine that sticks out as an influence, Tim Wood. Tim was not only a coworker, but he was also my supervisor. And I met Tim when I was a concrete foreman. If you've ever been around concrete crews or people, you'll know that we're a little bit unpolished. We tend to think we're larger than life, and we work hard and play harder. That makes this introduction to Tim special, in my opinion. Tim had been around for years and was a superintendent when we started working together. I found his faith in the folks working for him his greatest attribute. I will say his skills and knowledge of the industry is what most folks would recognize about Tim. Heck, he's a legend in the heavy highway world. However, if you're fortunate enough to know and work with him, his faith placed in you is his influence. Now, Tim calls everybody babe. So often when he would call you, he would say something to this effect. Hey, babe, I need you to get me out of the woods just one more time. It was his ability to challenge you with situations where goals were previously met, explain clearly his plan of attack and ask for yours, while introducing slowly into the conversation that nobody else believed it possible. This made you feel like you were the only person on earth that could help him out. Tim was also comfortable in letting you say no. And then he would spend enough time letting you talk, you would likely change your mind. So once, as an example, our vice president of operations was intent on changing our schedule, and I was well, let's be honest, I was really vocal about the process change not being needed. Tim calls. Hey, babe, we need to talk. After letting me vent, explain, cuss, and pick apart in every way possible, Tim said, all right, I hear you, but let me tell you something. I've known and worked for Mr. John a long time, and while I haven't always agreed with him, he is the boss. If Mr. Pasley wants an upside-down bridge, we're going to build him the best damn upside-down bridge you've ever seen. And that is all it took. I got it. Tim's influence. You know, it wasn't an option to ask my grandfather to speak of him today, but I do stay in touch with Tim. And I had the opportunity to ask if he would allow me to use our relationship as an example for you. His response verified the reason his influence sticks out to me. It was simply, absolutely, babe, I'm glad I could help. What does that mean? Why talk about those two people today? Well, they both had a great influence on me personally and professionally, and I don't believe that was ever the intent or focus for either of them. It was simply the approach they took daily that made them influential in my life. Guess what? You have these people too. Who are you thinking of now? You may have to reflect. You may have to look around. but you have them. We all have them. Now then, did you get that? Congratulations, graduates. The world is waiting and the future is exciting. I want to thank you all for your time and attendance today and leave you with an encouragement and a challenge. The encouragement is quite simply this: always seek the influential people in your life. Some will just show up. Others have always been around. And some you may not realize until later. You are responsible, though, for understanding who they are and why. Being mindful that you may be that person for someone else. And this is the challenge I would like to leave everyone here today with. When in life you're asked to build an upside-down bridge, go out and build the best damn upside-down bridge they've ever seen. Thank you.
Thank you, Rusty, for joining us as our commencement speaker for the 2022 commencement. My name is Dr. Chris Bowser, Vice President for Student Affairs, and I have the privilege of honoring two special groups of students. First, will our outstanding students please stand to be recognized? Outstanding students are identified in your programs. Each program has the option of selecting an outstanding student. The criteria for this award are exceptional academic, technical, and workplace skills. Please join me in recognizing this year's outstanding students. You may be seated. Will our Phi Theta Kappa graduates who are wearing either gold stoles, blue and gold cords, or gold tassels please stand to be recognized? Phi Theta Kappa is the International Honor Society for two-year colleges offering associate degree programs. Students must be invited to be a member of this select group. To be eligible for lifetime membership, students must have completed at least 12 semester hours with a grade point average of 3.5 on a 4-point scale, maintain a 3.0 cumulative GPA, be enrolled full-time in a regionally accredited institution offering associate degree programs, be of good moral character, and possess recognized qualities of citizenship. Please join me in recognizing our Phi Theta Kappa graduates. You may be seated. I would now like to introduce Vice President for Academic Affairs, Ms. Angie Gaines.
Thank you, Dr. Bowser. Good afternoon. I have the privilege of recognizing the students achieving scholastic honors as identified in your program. Will the graduates qualifying for cum laude please stand? For this honor, a student must maintain a cumulative GPA of 3.4 to 3.59 while attending State Technical College of Missouri. Please join me in recognizing the graduates earning the distinction of cum laude. You may be seated. Will the graduates qualifying for magna cum laude please stand? For this honor, a student must maintain a cumulative GPA of 3.6 to 3.79 while attending State Technical College of Missouri. Please join me in recognizing the graduates earning the distinction of magna cum laude. You may be seated. Will the graduates qualifying for summa cum laude please stand? For this honor, a student must maintain a cumulative GPA of 3.8 to 4.0 while attending State Technical College of Missouri. Please join me in recognizing the graduates earning the distinction of summa cum laude. You may be seated. At graduation, we also present the President's Award, the highest state tech distinction, which is given based on the student's demonstration of leadership, citizenship, character, and service to the college. This year, we had one recipient who received this award at the 12 p.m. commencement ceremony. Ms. Ames, Chief of Staff, will now introduce the State Tech Board of Regents.
Mr. John Kleba, Mr. Ed Frederick, members of the State Board of Regents will present our graduation candidates. Graduates, as you come to the stage, may you transfer your tassels from the right to the left. Thank you.
Associate of Applied Science, Computer Application Development, Jonathan Gregory Kelhofer. William Daniel Bursnall. Joseph Paul Amick. Christopher Joseph Frank. Caleb Michael Fidzenko. Robert Herman Lubring. Jacob W. Mullins. Janine Garcia. Justin Daniel McHenry. Bryce Trevor Coleman Consul. Dalton Femler. Patrick Sean Michael Malone. Dakota Joseph Henry. Jacob Tyler Schimpert. Chase Alexander Porter. Joseph Andrew Jacobs. Benjamin David Reynolds. Hunter J. Brust. Hatter West. Alexander Matthew Scott. Benjamin Coulter Montross. Andrew Thomas Neubauer. Gavin Joseph Bernstetter. John Taylor St. Clair. Connor James May. Sean Michael Foley. Randall Raymond Salas. Associate of Applied Science, Networking Systems Technology and Computer Application Development, Garrett Mark Sheldon. Associate of Applied Science, Business Administration, Accounting Option, Jacob Kenneth Wood. Chase Alexander Johnson. Bryce H. Mason. Sarah Ellen Kaskas. Abigail Rose Williams. Samuel E. Westcott. Connor Daniel Bailey. Dustin Farragher. Karis Faith Boslaw. Associate of Applied Science, Business Administration, General Option. Cameron Scott Giddings. Kiera Bradley. Adam Darrow. Andy Don Riley. Shelby L. Gordon. Sydney Marie Strope. April L. King. Jenna Ray Dicknight. Sheldon Grace Holtmeyer. Ariel Alice Schaefer. Lucia Leanne Embry. Jackson Thomas Windholm. Maddie Roth. Brianna Marie Schultz. Associate of Applied Science, Business Administration, Technical Specialty Option. Gracie Lee Cook. Alexis Renee Angerer. Autumn Taylor Smith. Emma Elizabeth Edwards. Sharnice L. Jefferson. Mackenzie Faith Garrett. Madison Ann Keffer. Paige Olivia Lamangeli. Associate of Applied Science, Business Administration, General Option, and Business Administration, Technical Specialty Option. Ryan Gander. Associate of Applied Science, Business Administration, Accounting Option, and Business Administration, General Option. Chastity Renee Ferens. Lexi R. Heidbrink. Associate of Applied Science, Business Administration, General Option, Business Administration, Technical Specialty Option, and Business Administration, Accounting Option. Megan Elizabeth Thanen. Associate of Applied Science, Networking Systems Technology. Jonathan R. McGinnis. Austin Cole Horton. Graham Edmund Mayers. Samuel Emily. Austin Dean Ray. Abigail Amanda Skeen. Jonathan J. Nickel. Jacob Savage. Timothy Ryan Lee. Halis Preston Bushman. Sean Anthony Ashley. Xavier Dale Heckemeyer. Braden Cole Cooper. Timothy Cunningham. Gideon Matthew Denson. Cyrus Michael Bland. Aiden James Mature. Isaiah William Seeker. Walker James Wright. Co Calidor Beatty. Nathan Mark Weberg. One-year certificate, dental assisting technology. McKenna Scott Bayer. Sierra N. Mueller. Callie Ann Altide. Madison M. Besson. Brianna Nicole Corey. Evelyn Elizabeth Gilmore. Isabella Cross. Riley Shea Quisenberry. Rhea Renee Helton. Anna Colleen Pavey. Samantha May Everts. Nicole Ann Rott. Grace Overschmidt. Madeline Nicole Judd. Myra Salima Valencia. Mackenzie Brianne Swillem. Raven Lavette Berry. Catherine Michelle Scrivener. Associate of Applied Science, Medical Radiologic Technology, Melinda Jacobs. Okay. Abigail Mann. Kaylee Michelle Miller. Hannah Claire McGrath. Carson L. Kleba. Anna Mary Schulte. Danielle Fauner. Olivia Ann Bexton. Jordan Marie Napier. Associate of Applied Science, Nursing. Sadie Olivia Theroff Washington. Sarah Ann Clausen. Brooke Whittam. Jana Lee Crawford. Philip Eugene Vokes. Hannah Catherine Eisterhold. Savannah Cherie Snow. Savannah Dawn Cleveland. Kelly Vaughn. 1-year certificate, Practical Nursing Technology. Kennedy Ann Troxel. Austin Lee Suter. Danielle Jean Hoggett. Tommy Lynn Love. Bethany Raylyn Studel. Lakeisha Shri Carlisle. Katie Dale Hunt. Emma Rebecca Holmes. Jada Faye Kleffner. Nina Marie Howard. Grace Kathleen McFalls. Abigail Mackenzie Fries. Kirsten Lynn Steinbeck. Haley Noel Braun. Alexi Diane Strumpf. Samantha Rose Peterson. Aisha Constance Renee Vaughn. Haley Leanne Price. Carly Ashton Ray. Grace Frances Nooner. Mackenzie Josephine Kane. Carly Victoria Finn. Associate of Applied Science, Physical Therapist Assistant, Taylor Winkleman. Cheyenne Lee Wilkes. Madison Olivia Conley. Megan Marie Lewis. Macy Joe Richter. Caitlin Nicole Osman. Morgan M. Grodoff. Caitlin M. Heller. Marcus Shaw. Kian P. Owen. Adrian Catherine Fechtel. Imigel Grace Elam. Jonathan Bayless. Nicholas Orazio. Wes Daniel Bontrager. One-year certificate, heavy equipment operations. Trenton Glenn Bax. Tyson C. Rutherford. Nick Radford Schaller. Hayden Maxwell Searles. Bryce Marshall Wasoba. Cole Hunter Steinbeck. Jacob Robert Brooks. Wyatt Michael Butchenek. Brandon Thomas Bergner. Isaac Thomas Jacober. Quentin Dale Ewings Jr. Jared Wesley Brenniger. Josh Cole. Tyler Drew Callahan. Brad S. Arlen. Hayden Phillips. Nathan Matthew Kleffner. Rylan Michael Kern. Spencer Ryan Gregory. Noah Valley Kiefer. Nolan Thomas Johnson. Noah Lee Frank. Matthew Tyler Barron. Tyler Scott Hyatt. Cameron Michael Schwab. Wyatt Timothy Kent Moan. Lance J. Oster. Aaron Michael Brockman. Gatlin Daniel Bixel. Levi Birch. Gabriel Lee Grenke. Dylan Heflin. Paris Logan Hobbs. Matthew Huck. Aiden Michael Gerber. Brandon Michael White. Angel Gustavo Tiberi Ramos. Paul Van Doren. Nathan James Trosser. Cole Denver Schroeder. Ethan T. England. Patrick Raymond Peterson. Braden Lane Massey. Hayden Wayne Meyer. Austin Samuel Welker. Cameron Michael Layton. Hunter Dane Smith. Zachary James Wilbers. Colby Eugene Williams. Landon Plockberger. Silas Jean Presson. Brock Leachman. John W. Haynes. Luke Matthew Yelton. John Wyatt Rydell. Lane Wortman. Jaden Reese Winder. David Carter.
The students who have just crossed the stage have met the graduation requirements of the State Technical College of Missouri, the state of Missouri, and are entitled to receive their respective degrees or certificates. Ms. Shannon Gruth, Vice President of Advancement, would like to welcome you to the State Tech Alumni Association.
You did it! You graduated! Woo! On behalf of the over 14,000 State Tech alumni, we applaud and congratulate you. In fact, we admire you. Earlier, you received a gift of a keychain. Now, many people would equate this to being a symbol to carry the keys to your success, but that is not the case here. In fact, based on our keyless world, this keychain may never carry keys, but that's just fine. You already have the key to your success. You are a State Tech grad. Woo! But this keychain does represent you joining a very elite family, the State Tech family. Now, like any family, we do have some expectations. First, our family supports each other. We will be here for you, and we hope you will be there for us. Whether you need career assistance or just advice from an instructor, we will support you. Second, we want you to stay informed. As you well know, things can change rapidly, and staying informed about what is happening at State Tech will only make you a better family member. So whether it is through Facebook or Twitter, TikTok, the website, keep in touch. Last, we want you to stay involved. Don't let graduation be the end of your involvement, but just the beginning of a lifetime of involvement. Maybe you will play in our golf tournament, or be an advisory committee member, become a member of the Board of Regents, or just come back to enjoy the new country club. No matter how you choose to do it, just stay involved. So again, congratulations, and welcome to our successful, high-achieving, hardworking, and sometimes a little crazy State Tech family. We are sure you will fit right in. Congrats. And now Mr. John Klubba, Board of Regents President, will now say a few final words to the graduating class.
Good afternoon. I have great news. I am the final thing standing between you and your proper graduation celebration. On behalf of the State Board of Regents, the faculty, the staff, I congratulate each and every one of you for your achievement and acknowledge the hard work and determination necessary for you to have made your graduation today. As President of the Board of Regents, and if I can have all of the graduates stand and turn around, I now present to you the graduating class of 2022.